Welcome back to Feek and Crow. Once again, wasn't going to go live. Have nothing really prepared but a couple thoughts, so I thought, okay, why not? Not normally. Many times I like to have something to write down while I'm running to go over, but that's okay. What I'm seeing this morning is bottom signs from everyone. Bitcoin bottom is bottom. Well, I will say we are trying to get up to 70K again. Should see a rejection there. But we'll have to see. Eventually, we will break through, and we have about 800 million in shorts to liquidate up there. So if we do get to 72, 73, it could pop very fast. Now we could pop back down pretty quick too, because we've got some serious rejections there at the 70K and 71 level. Be heavy resistance there. As you have seen, it does not want to break through there. It will eventually. So in regards to the signs of the bottom that I'm listening to everyone say this morning, no. We bottomed years ago at 15K. We will break through this, but we're in 97, 98 days of this pattern, and to be continued. ZE came in to say hi, off to drive to the second-hand BMW. All right, brother. Be good, ZE. Be good. Be safe. And thank you. Welcome. Maybe hit a like on your way out if you would. Get a BMW for me if you would. 073. Hey. So what I'm liking and starting to do now, as I posted yesterday, I bought some more Velo. And I'm okay with it dropping down to 12 cents, 11 cents if we have a big retracement. That's my in anyways. Arrow is taking it up. We could see Arrow, if we keep heading with this trend, we could definitely see Arrow below $1, which would not be great. But it will be scooped up in the 90-ish cent area, big time. I'm going to keep my H-bar until it reaches previous all-time high so we can afford another one. Thank you, ZE. I wish you the best with the H-bar. I do have some of that at, where did I buy it? 6 cents? Something like that. I don't have extremely high hopes because of the circulating supply, but we could see $1 out of that if we get into a serious bull run. Definitely. But been asked about PNG a little bit. I still like PNG. It is slowed down tremendously. Trader Joe's taking quite a bit of its thunder, has for a while, but we will see a pretty good spike on that. I mean, we're going to see a spike on everything. But I have pretty high conviction in the majority of my portfolio. Some are just there in the risk, more of a gamble type of thing. But I have pretty high conviction in those as well. Everything I buy, I have high conviction in. Even Bonk that I bought, I mean, it's well in the money. It's not going back down to where I bought it. Only way that's happening is if we go into a serious bear market, something happens, Taiwan invasion, Iran, the usual black swan stuff. It's the only way we're getting back down there. Serious sell-off, Bitcoin going back down to 63 and then hitting longs and just in the 50s. Then, the rest of the market will drop another 50%. But I'm liking where Benki is right now. I mean, I prefer to stay in the $2 and 220 range, 0.0220 that is. But it's not going to. It's going to be in this 2 cent and under range until, I sound like a broken record, until things change. But that is heavy accumulation. I mean, I've been accumulating Benki for well over a year. And to me, it's just constant. I have enough of it, but the truth of the matter is I've raised my average in so much because I bought a bunch of it over when we had a spike, months ago, before we were in these doldrums of bearishness and sideways-ish. I bought a hell of a lot in the 2 cent area because we were heading up, and my first buy-ins is well below a penny. But you keep buying, That's what happens. Your average, you'd like your average to work out lower, but we all get fooled when there's the FOMO and everything's turning green. What do you see Benki at? Do you see it as a very high risk play? I have, past few weeks, because it is not moving much. No, it won't move much because you have to look at the volume. The supply is not outrageous on it, but nothing in that 1, 2, 3 cent area and below is moving greatly because they move in fractions of a penny. And so it's going to stay quiet for a while. Now, here's the deal. God, I sound like BitBoy. That's what he says. Here's the deal. No. I see Benki, and now this is all predicated on if we get into a bull market. And I mean, lowered interest rates. The total market is doing 200 billion a day in volume and plus. And I mean every day. Market cap is in 3.5-4 trillion and raising. I could easily, and Avalanche does very well. That gets some momentum. I could easily see Benki get into minimum of 30 cents. Minimum. And that's just my opinion. That's why I'm in it. I'm not in it for it to double. I'm not in it to get to 10 cents. Now, I'll be fine if it gets to 10 cents. I'll be fine. It'll be good money. But that's not why I'm in it. So I see it as a good play, but be careful. If you don't have a ton of money, I know, you're young and you're trying, so just please be careful. It is high risk. All of this 0.73 is high risk. All of it, except for Bitcoin. Okay. And the only reason, and Bitcoin is high risk in the sense of you have to have patience because we will tank eventually. I listened to George this morning saying 150 by the end of the year and 300 grand is not out of the question. That I just don't buy. And to me, that's why I make a lot of times I make these videos ranting because that gets people FOMO'd and gets them to have unrealistic expectations. You have to have realistic expectations, plan for the worst, hope for the best. That is the way you have to do it. And you have to be patient. Benki is not popping up anytime quick. Now, I will also say this. Koval, Circuits of Value, same deal as Benki, but it jumped in when we were moving a little bit a few months ago. It jumped from like 2 cents to 6.5, 7 cents in a couple hours and then back down a day later. So my point is that is how it moves. But you also have to remember this. The whole market could go in a bull run and Benki can just stay there at 2 cents the whole bull run. Do I believe that's going to happen? No. I have a ton of money in it. But it does happen. If you have a diversified portfolio, some of your shit ain't going to move. Some of it's not going to move. It could stay stagnant for the whole market because it just didn't have its turn. But the majority of things have its turn. You just have to know when to get out. Don't get greedy. You see something like Benki pop up to 10 cents, like quick in a bull market, and it pops up really fast. You can count that there's going to, most likely be a sell-off on it, unless there's some serious news. There's 2 scenarios. Jumps up high and then crashes down. People take profits and they're out. Or the narrative is good, like an Ondo, and it just keeps going. One day it's 10 cents. The next day it's 25 cents. It will, I know it sounds like a teeter-totter, but that's true. It's how it goes. We just don't know. Thank you for your insights. I know that Bitcoin is a safer option. Yeah, we don't want to be in Bitcoin though. I mean, I'm in it, but you don't want it. That's not where you want to be. Because the higher potential returns, I'm only investing. Exactly. That's right. And you should be good. We never know, but we have to get back into the bull run. That's just how it is. Eventually, when you have a couple $1 million, Bitcoin's a nice place to hang some of it in. But, when I'm seeing the $1 million Bitcoin by 2029, who's buying Bitcoin at 800K? I'd like to know that. Countries, maybe, but we see countries buying and pension funds buying Bitcoin now in Wisconsin and everything. It's not moving it. So I believe with supply shock, it'll get pretty high. I don't see $1 million Bitcoin anytime soon. Do I think it will happen in the future if things go along as planned and the world doesn't collapse and a solar flare doesn't take us into the dark ages? Heck yeah. I just don't know who's buying it at 800K. Because I tell you this, I'm selling it at 800K. I'm not accumulating, right? Because Bitcoin will never be a currency, a reserve currency. It's a store of value, and that's all it will be. And you see stacks moving a little bit today, and I like to see that, but it's still, 1%. Nothing is going crazy except for some strange coins. And as I mentioned yesterday, gaming ticked up a little bit. Illuvium popped up a little yesterday. I'm heavy into Illuvium, not because I believe in it, but I do believe with the circulating supply and the history of it that I could get a few $100s out of it, meaning it'll get to 300-400 minimum in a bull run. So I'm in the money on it, and the circulating supply is so excellent that if gaming takes off, that will explode because it moves so fast. I wanted to put all my savings into crypto. I'm not sure what to do, so your advice is, thank you. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Be careful. I have put so much more money into the market over the last couple months, like $70,000, $80,000. Every month I do about 10K in crypto because, I have a ton in other markets, 401K, other investments, sitting in accounts. But I don't like to just, I like to take risk and stuff I believe in. And I have the patience to wait. So I see the big picture. Now, here's the deal. If we get into a serious parabolic got a call there from my wife, so I got to bail out in 1 second. I got a sick 15-year-old. Sorry about that. The phone, I got a call in, it wrecks it. So, don't know what I was going to say there before I was called, but the hell was I going to say? What was I saying? 073. Anyways, I'm distracted. So, when and if we get into this serious bull run, we don't know when that'll be. It will be in good shape. It'll be hard to lose. Oh, yeah, I think you were saying, let me read your comment because we're limited. This doesn't do you any good in savings. Right now, I get 4% on one of my accounts. That's just ridiculous. But you have to have it in dollars, too. You just have to have it in your currency. But I will, I know what I'm saying. When I feel it is right and I'm happy with where things are going and we're not getting too crazy, I will sell the majority of I'll sell all of my alts. For the most part, I'll probably keep, depending where the market is, let's say AIOZ or Ondo's at $10 or $20. I'll hold on to a little bit because I bought in so low. And to me, the likelihood of Ondo going back down to 21 cents or AIOZ at a penny, I'll just have to see how it happens. I may sell everything. The only thing I'll probably hold on to is my Bitcoin. Be good. I'll be back. My wife must need me.